Hello again. As you may recall, on the end of episode 2, I stated to you that I can produce and confirm that I've been in two places at the same time. That I'm about to do during this clip. Now, they say it's an impossibility to do that. What I'm about to produce will amaze you as well as it amazed me. The important documents in this part of the file is as follows. A statement of accused person. Now the time on and date on there is Friday the 11th of July between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. Now that puts me at Lanisham Police Station on that day at that time. Further to that, in addition, we also have a letter confirming from Mr. H.T.C. Lloyd, who is the clerk to the justices. He also confirms the same, that I first appeared before the Cardiff Magistrate Court on July the 12th. The letter will be in this bundle. In addition to that, I've managed to acquire the Memorandum of Conviction. However, on that date it states the 1st of July and not the 12th or the 11th. But that's a minor clerical error. We then follow it up. The case was remanded then until the 8th of August 1980. The heading was Angry Father Carried Axe. Now in that case papers puts me as being 1 arrested, 2 at Lanisham Police Station, 3 at Central Cells over Friday night till Saturday morning. 4, the Memorandum of Conviction, and 5, the case paper been reported in the South Wales Echo. Now I dare say you're wondering the same question that I am. How can I be in 2 places at the same time? I'm also going to include in it the indictment charge. Now that to a lay person is the actual charge sheet issued under an indictment at Cardiff Crown Court, which is an administrative charge sheet. But on there, if you will notice, the dates of offences from the 16th of March until the 12th of July. Now, there's one other little problem with the charging period there. Now, if you will note the statement, which will be around, of Dorothy Hallam, she actually visited on the very day that the alleged charge came from. So far, we've got a health visitor witnessing and seeing the child on the day at the first charge, and then me being in court, me being held, arrested, placed in Central Cells at Cardiff, then brought before the court, and then according to them, still continuing with the offence. If you look at Mr. H.T.C. Lloyd a little closer, you'll find something else there. That was the date the place of safety orders were issued, being the 11th of July. So where did the last charging period come in, being the 12th? The main point of interest in this letter is from Mr. H.T.C. Lloyd. I'm reading from the screen, I'm not evading you or anything like that. You first appeared before the Magistrates Court on the morning of July the 12th when you consented to a summary trial and pled guilty to the offence of being in possession of an offensive weapon. The court remanded you on bail until the 8th of August for purposes of obtaining social inquiry and medical reports on you. And with that, the condition you should not go near the Heath Hospital. Now that comes from the clerk to the justices. Is that man going to tell me a lie? Tell lies for me? The police statement also marries up, that confirms the Friday night I was there, held and recording a statement between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. So somebody somewhere, at least on an administration point, got something wrong. That is not down to me. That was never picked up on before. Plus, it was mentioned to the solicitor, who, as we know, did nothing. Now, in relation to this offence, there's another thing the Crown overlooked. I did mention this previously, of a misunderstanding at Cardiff Town Centre cars, where I was a cab driver. Now, on this alleged offence, the period of involvement was between the 8th of July 1980 and the 11th of the 7th 1980. Now so far, between the 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th, I was alibied in a way, because I was elsewhere. But according to the Crown, no. So somebody somewhere, again, has made a mistake. Wouldn't you agree? This document, and all the other documents, will be placed in the middle of this video. But what happened? How come this was never picked up on? These are questions I do not have to answer, unfortunately for me, because I would have picked up on it a lot sooner. So should any intelligent police officer. The more we put into this case, the more you will see that something is not quite right somewhere. Now, I'm not blaming any particular department. I'm not blaming any particular person. What is frustrating is this case initially went up to somebody senior than Martin Evans, Gerald Harold Price. The solicitor in question failed to pick up on it, despite it being pointed out. Now, if this is not looking more of a vendetta, when a person can prove his innocence, then what is? What is it? Is it a vendetta? I don't know. Fortunate for me, I do not have to answer any of these questions. Now, if you will note on that dating period, I could have been arrested for any offence, whether it be, for argument's sake, nicking a pint of milk, down to mass murder, for example. But the statutory thing there was the caution. You're not obliged to say anything. Which means I could have been lifted, taken to the police station, not said a word. But yet, you will see, I have proved my point. On this part of it, in this section, there's very little I can add at the moment. But it is something for everyone to think about when all these are put together. I'm going to leave it there for the moment in this part. This becomes end of part 3. I will be back yet again. Next time it will be probably with the summing up. Out of interest, today's date is Friday, January the 2nd, 2008. I nearly went back in time then. And the time now is approximately 19:29 hours. This is the end of this section.